Hello everyone and welcome back to Bhanzu classes. So I hope all of you are doing wonderful and super duper excited to continue the chapter Algebraic expressions with us. So in today's session we are going to talk about how do we find the value of an expression. So till now everybody is aware of, right, what's an expression, how is it made up of. So in the previous session what did we talk about? We talked about the different types of polynomials like monomial, binomial, trinomial. Do you all remember that in these cases we have discussed that they should be made up of unlike terms, because if they are made up of like terms they cannot be considered as binomial or trinomial because they will be combined and they will be having less number of terms then. So monomial is for one term expression, right? Binomial is for two unlike terms and trinomial is for three unlike terms. Got it? So this is how we have discussed about polynomial. Now let's move ahead and see that how do we find the value of an expression. But before we find the value of an expression, let's learn what is the value of an expression. The value of an expression always depends on the value of the variables forming the expression. So if I write an expression as 6a minus 7b, so the value of this particular expression depends on the values of a and b because they are the variables over here. So now you got to know that value of an expression depends on the value of the variables forming that particular expression, right? So let's move ahead and see what's the need to find the value of an expression. So first is to check whether a particular value of a variable satisfies a given equation or not. And the second is to use formulas from geometry or from everyday mathematics. So that's the need, that we need to find the value of an expression. Because unless and until you know the value of the expression, you cannot check whether it satisfies the equation or not. And also you need it for the formulas. So moving ahead, to find the value of an expression for one variable, we should know the value of one variable. And to find the value of an expression with two variables, you should know the value of two variables. Like I gave you the example for a and b. In that particular expression, we had two variables. So unless and until you know the value of both of them, you won't be able to find out the value of the expression for two variables, right? So now it's time for all of us to solve the questions and get to know how do we get the value of an expression when the value of the variable is already given to you. So let's check it out. So our question says that the value of x is equals to 2 and you need to substitute this value in the given expressions to get their value, right? So if x is equals to 2, here it says 4 into x minus 3. So instead of x, what are we going to write? We are going to write 2. So 4 into 2 minus 3, which is 8 minus 3, which is equals to 5. Similarly, if you substitute the value of x as 2 in the next one, you would get the value of that particular expression. So finding the value of an expression is nothing, it's just substituting the value of the variable given in that particular expression, right? So x is equals to 2. So here we have 100 minus 10 x cube, which is 2 cube, and 2 cube is 8. So 10 into 8 is 80. So you get 100 minus 80. So the answer to is equals to 20. So this is how we present our answers for these particular questions. What did we do? We have just substituted the value of the variable in the given expressions. Let's solve more questions over here. Now the value of the variable is given in negative. It's minus 2. No problem. We are going to substitute the value of n as minus 2 only. So 5 minus 2 square because it's n square, plus 5 into n, which is minus 2 and minus 2, right? So 5 minus 2 square would be 4. So 5 into 4, right? Plus minus 5 into minus 2 is minus 10 minus 2. Now we are going to open the brackets. 5 into 4 is 20, plus minus is minus and minus 2. So 20 minus 10 is 10, 10 minus 2 is 8. 10 minus 2 is 8. So this is how we get our answers, right? So let's see, how do we present it? Like this, substituting the value of n as minus 2 because it's given in the question. Let's move ahead, and I hope all of you are excited for this one because here we have two variables like I told you. So whenever you have to find the value of an expression with two variables, we are going to substitute the value of the two variables in that particular expression. So here we are given a is equals to 3 and b is equals to 2. So 7 into a, which is 3, minus 4 into b, which is 2. So we'll get our answer. 7 3s are 21, 4 into 2 is 8. So 21 minus 8 is 13. It is 13. So this is how we get our answers, right? Let's move ahead and see what all we had done in the session today. We have talked about how to find the value of the expression, and it mainly depends on the value of the variables forming the expression. So whenever you have one variable in the expression, substitute the value of that one variable to get the value of the expression. But if in case there are two variables, you will substitute the value of both the variables in the expression to get its value. And for more variables, you can find it out for an expression having three variables also. Just substitute the values of all the three variables in the expression and you get your answer, and it keeps on going like this. So keep practicing and keep exploring such questions and practice them until we meet next. Spark your curiosity. Bye-bye.